Yeah, definitely.
Because there isn't that link. So unless you're really, really good at 17, 18, you're not going to get that chance of first team football or to learn to get ready for first team football. So because you're just going to be playing youth football. And I mean, obviously you can send players out on loan to maybe the Welsh Premier League or the Welsh football pyramid as we've done in years, but it just feels like that's something that's really missing. And also for as fans, I talked about this to Mark Cartwright about how it was really good to, when you go to games back then and you get a program and you'd look for the reserve games and you'd see these names and you'd be scoring. One I'd mentioned to Mark was Paul Roberts, who was getting kind of 5 a game in the reserves when he came from Portmaddock and never quite got his chance in the first team. But you'd see Andy Morrell would be bagging a hat-trick a game, or you see a young Neil Roberts coming through, or maybe players that didn't quite make it like a Paul Mazzarella or Lewis Cody. But you were aware of who was in the system, who was in the club, and who could be getting a first team football at some point. But there isn't any of that now. So I don't know. Hopefully we get that back. But what would you make of it as a young player then? If there isn't that gateway to the first team, there's just, right, you play youth football and then if you're good enough for the first team, you are. If you're not, there's no, it seems like there's a stage of development missing almost.
Yeah, the gap's so much bigger then. And that could have well happened to many of the players you mentioned already, that they go into the first team and the manager at the time feels, you're not ready and you drop back down again. You never get a chance to go up again. But you're absolutely spot on, Andy, that gap was always filled there. I'd say the biggest thing for us at the club at the time, and I'm talking now as a 17, 18-year-old boy in the YTS scheme, and I speak to many of the lads that were involved at this, they say the same thing. So playing in the Welsh National League against hardened men, I'm not joking now, there were some tough teams. As a young boy,